Hey, what's up, Cowboy Nation? This is Cowboys Abroad. Just want to do some football talk real quick. Let's talk about the Dallas versus Rams game, preseason game. Who stood out? Who got some work to do? Who just need to be released right now? Let's get into it just a little bit. Well, I think it goes without saying. Our backup QB, Mike White. I think he's done in Dallas. You know, he just need to be let go. And I'm gonna tell you that we got a wide receiver. That just can't seem to get done with his lights on. It's had about five drops now. Just can't have that. Guy man just kind of slid. Slid down for me. That's Jon'Vale Johnson. I just don't see making this football team. He just, when the lights turn on, just ain't got the juice when the lights turn on. The sad part about it is he gets open, and good QBs like to go to him because of his separation. But at the end of the day, you got to catch the damn ball, and he's just not doing that. So Jon'Vale, I just don't think it's it. I think that, but on a positive note, I think Tony Pollard answered a lot of questions, made a lot of fans feel more comfortable, answered a lot of questions about what our RB situation would look like, especially given the gravity of our negotiations with our running back, with our star running back. Can Pollard get the job done? So far, so good. He did miss the blitz pickup. They got Dak sacked. Got to work on that pass protection. Got to work on being a complete back as far as running between the numbers. I would say he did a phenomenal job last night. Stock definitely is up on that guy. And so that's kind of where we are. Our old line, our backup old lineman did a much better job in this game than the previous game. It just goes without saying they did a much better job. Still not overly impressed, but definitely a better performance than last time. I feel a little bit better. Feel a little bit better that these guys can fill in. I think Kevin Fleming did a decent job of filling in for Tyron Smith last night. Joe Looney is doing a nice job, but he's got to clean up those penalties. He's had a couple penalties. He gets out of position a couple times. But he's got to clean those. Up. Otherwise, he's doing a nice job. As far as where we go from, and last but not least, player that's at least moving up on my chart, and that's Donald, and that's Alumba. Alumba seemed to be everywhere, always making plays, and I like what I see. I like what I see out of Alumba. And I contrast that, man, with George Loker, the guy we brought in here to be our safety. The guy we brought in here to be a safety for us. He's kind of disappeared on me. Not really seeing much from Loker these days. I think at that safety position, he's in danger of being overtaken by maybe even Donald Wilson. He just ain't. Loker not really showing me nothing. Donald Wilson at least give me a couple plays here and there, a couple decent plays, and taking advantage of the time that he has, the snaps that he has. Loker not giving me nothing, so that's where we are on that. And unfortunately for another player that kind of slid down for me is Reggie Davis. Did a nice job, doing a nice job in camp. catching everything thrown at him in camp. And fast, elusive, can take the top off of defense. But at the end of the day, he did have a muff punt. He's had some problems. He's had a couple of drops. This guy is his stock is slowly slipping away. To be fair, he did have a couple of nice passes. He did have a couple of nice catches. But I don't really think it's enough. Not enough to overcome the blemishes that we've had from Reggie Davis. So he's gonna have a hard time, in my opinion, of making this roster. Somebody that's kind of making a name for themselves in the wide receiver corps is Devin Smith. Devin Smith, number 15. Doesn't really matter if he runs with the threes, the fours. Doesn't really matter if he runs with threes, the fours. Doesn't really matter if Cooper Rush throwing the ball, Mike White throwing the ball. I mean, the water ball can throw the ball. And Devin Smith finds a way to get open, and he catches the ball. Has a nice showing in these last couple preseason games. Devin Smith is gonna make a nice push for that final wide receiver spot. Don't know if he'll get it. Don't know if he'll be able to show enough. But certainly, he's generating some interest in making this case, whether it be for the Cowboys or another team. So we have to see how that plays out. If it were left up to me, and I had to make the wide receivers roster right now, I'd have to take it. But that's just me. What I would do is I would take obviously Amari Cooper, Gallup, and Cobb. That goes without saying. But then I would take Tavon Austin, Cedric Wilson, and that final roster spot would go to Devin Smith if I had to make the roster. If I had to make the roster today. That's just how I feel about it based on what I've seen so far. Now that's still 2 preseason games, and that's still some two preseason games. There's some training. There's still some time. There's still some time, to sway your opinion. But that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And as far as a 7th receiver, what I would probably do is Noah Brown's been hurt, still hurt. If I carried a 7th receiver, Noah Brown would probably be on my inactive reserve list or my physically unable to perform list, and inactive for the first 8 games. And then bring him back and see at the week 8 point whether or not we need to bring him back. And at that point in time, he either makes the team or he don't make the team. Hasn't practiced really the whole training camp, and I'm not sure if he got out there and went toe to toe with Cedric Wilson, went toe to toe with Cedric Wilson, went toe to toe with Devin Smith. I'm not so sure he would win that battle anyway. But I would keep him for now. Put him on my physically unable to perform list. With all his injuries and stuff, give him a chance to get healed up, and bring him back week 8 if I needed a receiver at that time. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold you too long. Just want to talk a few minutes about the game. Cowboys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking me out.